Chris has been standing still long enough.
We are back. So hopefully Rebecca didn't die as well, like Richard.
She ran off, so she's probably gonna be one of the prison cells.
No, I don't think she's in the cell. Jill's in the cell. So your
Jill.
secondary character's in the cell. Rebecca should pop up back in the lab, although she had her little hissy fit. And
let me turn the sound bar on.
Oh,
It turns off. There we go.
let's see.
Well, I mean, it picks up the audio on this end. It's just we don't hear anything.
Yeah, which is I used to have like not an Elgato. It's called an Easy Cap, like one of the cheapest types of capture devices. But it didn't let you play the audio from your TV. It all went to the source, like the computer. So I had to play silent when I was capturing gameplay. Those were like the primitive days of video game capture.
Yeah, no, I remember those days. I remember my big Elgato.
Yeah, the little brick.
Yeah, the big brick. It did all right. I think it recorded like 720. No, it did 1080.
Like it was the Elgato was top of the line when it came out.
Yeah,
it was like holy cow, this is. And besides, at that point, games didn't even go more than like 720.
No, yeah,
and 1080 at the absolute highest.
Yeah, the only 60 FPS games you were playing were old Nintendo games.
Ironically enough, like the GameCube had a native 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Strangely, like you wouldn't I would think it's PlayStation that would have top of the line stuff.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, and the GameCube kind of really killed it with the mini discs.
The amount of data storage.
Yeah.
I mean, then that's why some games had 2 discs.
Yeah.
But
RE0 had 2 discs.
Remake had 2 discs.
RE2 had 2 discs.
Yeah.
I think RE3 only had 1.
Because it was just the one scenario.
Yeah.
The impressive thing about the GameCube was that I think visually, in comparison, like when they ported OG Resident Evil 2 and 3, they were just super smooth.
They looked great. The color was there.
The remake is just groundbreaking on every level.
Yeah, that's the beauty, again, with the pre-rendered backgrounds. You can focus more on your character details with whatever memory you have left. Uh-oh.
Yep, he's back.
And
back for more.
You can focus on making your characters look super stellar.
And they eventually did. Using a snake to fight a snake python. Oh, shit. What are they going to say? So this, I think if you kill him the first time, he's a little easier this time around. I think, or that might just be an urban legend.
Well, this is the crazy mode, so...
Yep, and I have 2 more shots, so hopefully he goes down or else it is lights out. He's not dead? Oh my gosh.
Can you run out?
I can. Well, I don't know if his damage resets. I'm going to have to get the shotty.
We can always rewind.
I'm not a rewinder.
It's there for a reason.
It is, but that's like if you accidentally get vomited on and die.
Yeah, well, it's there, and I used it.
So, well, here's the thing. If I rewind, I'd have to go all the way back to the save room anyway.
Oh.
So it'd be like...
Yeah, but you're out of your cold ammo.
That is true. You know what? That is a good point. Although...
Load and set.
Save room.
I was going to say, if you just load... Man, it goes back really far.
It does. Well, that's a tricky part. You don't want to go too far and fuck yourself over, which, yeah. It is incredible how it, like, kind of captures a timestamp of where everything is. Like, that technology is pretty insane. And I think all the PS1 games you get on the the premium, whatever, you can have that feature.
I like that, man. Well, I noticed it once. Maybe it was Final Fantasy VIII I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it wasn't. Or maybe it was a fucking game on Steam or something. I don't remember. But I remember seeing that save state deal where I was like, so I can just not even save. I can just literally go backwards. Anytime I make a mistake, I just go backwards.
Yeah, see, you can go backwards, but you can't go forward again. Oh, so, like, once you rewind it, that's all.
That's computer. Yeah, or that's some crazy rewriting of data shit to recode your box to say, okay, you've got the shotgun now. Yawn, reset, something. No.
Yeah, no, I don't even know how they incorporated that. Or honestly, like, why they would. I mean, maybe they thought that original games were so hard that you have to function like that.
Well, now with how small those save states are, they're just little, probably just a couple megabytes.
Right.
On I've got MM2 in this motherfucker. I've got storage on storage on storage.
Yeah.
So it's just probably saving it to a volatile point in the PlayStation and just says, okay, well, I can hold up to 120, megabytes. So here, let me take these little kilobytes of data for the game to just start back up. Because I mean, this is nothing now, which is insane.
No, yeah. Well, in the grand scheme of things, like if you look at the amount of data that was on like a PS1 disc compared to how much data like a PS5 digital download is, it's insane how much they were able to get in such a compressed disc.
It's so funny you said that. There's a joke in Metal Gear Solid 4 where
yeah,
Hal talks about the Blu-ray disc.
Oh no shit!
And the dual layered Blu-ray disc that can hold even more data. And I was like, that is so funny. Because I remember at my previous job, we had to. They couldn't write to DVDs anymore. They needed more space, but it needed to be on a media readable. It couldn't be like on an external hard drive or nothing. So they literally got a Blu-ray drive to write data to a Blu-ray. A fucking dual layer Blu-ray holding gigs of information.
That is amazing. Well, and the Blu-rays were the ones I think that could only do HD, because I think regular DVDs only did like 480.
Yeah, DVDs I think did 480. Well, then you had the Xbox joke of the Super HD or whatever they were called.
Oh, I can't remember that shit. Yeah.
HD Super? I don't know. Which to those people that had the 360 with that disc, you got tons of movies for fucking dog cheap because they discontinued it and discontinued that media type. So a bunch of people had that external drive.
Yeah.
To play the Super DVDs, whatever they were called.
Yeah.
So you have people that have like these huge libraries of these movies they got for $5.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it's obsolete now.
Yeah, smart on you. I mean, yeah. But,
if you got lucky and decided to buy it then.
Well, everybody's worried about how, all the streaming services only get certain films for certain more, and then people are worried, Disney's going to buy everything up and they're going to hold on to it and screw you over, whatever. But that's why, at least with video games, where I can, because now that it's even more screwed up, that's why the Switch 2 people were getting ticked off, is they didn't even send them the SD card.
So they had to get it separately? Or?
No, it just came with a code to digitally download the damn game.
So they're going the full route of like PS5 digital is like there's no physical media.
No, so like you literally
I hate that. Yeah,
all you got is a piece of plastic.
So even if you buy like the case, all it has is a code.
Yeah, at least with I think it was with the Switch 2 game.
That's ridiculous.
People buy it, they thought, okay, let me pull out my SD card. No, there was just a code. For digital download.
There's no point to physically buy it anymore. I mean, I guess maybe for the case if you're a collector, but you just if they're only going to give you a code, then just download it. It's no different.
And then most of them these days too, if you do buy a physical disc, all that disc does is register the key to allow you to download it.
Wow.
So it's like, I mean, that's why I'm so happy I kept all my shit.
Right.
Because a lot of games now, they always want you to be online. You can't play my game unless you're online.
It's like, it's leading to the digitization point where, like, if something happens with a company, or, like, let's just say Sony goes under, whatever, like, you can't play your games anymore.
Unless a third party buys them and keeps them alive. One of the better cutscenes, too.
And this is, like, unexpected because no zombie in this game ever goes through a door.
Until now.
Exactly, so that kind of throws you off. But it's funny because, like, you're thinking, okay, this might be something more than a zombie.
Nope.
But here's the thing, this is actually a super zombie. And not only is he fast, but look, everything in the game takes 1 magnum shot, he takes 3.
Ooh, he does move fast.
He's fast, and he's still alive after a magnum shot. 2 magnum shot? Oh, well, 2.
Hold on. Oh, no, there's blood.
But yeah, anything else, like 1 magnum shot, you're toast. He somehow survives. This guy, though, is impossible to dodge. So you do kind of have to...
There's the blood.
Pop him, yep. Slowly but surely, 1 pixel at a time.
Yeah, and that's where that big movement, Keep Games Alive movement or whatever it was, where they were talking about, when things do cease, that you as a provider of that game should have a means to keep the game alive.
If you paid money for a product, you should have it. Like, that's the whole thing.
Like Ghost Recon Breakpoint. When Ubisoft turns the servers off, I should still be able to play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Because the mode that I play doesn't necessarily require an online deal. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Because there's a point.
And I get it, like, if certain features are enabled or disabled by going online, but as long as you can still play the game in its entirety, that's like, okay, that's all I'm asking.
I literally don't use anything. The only thing that's online for me is when I go to the hub. But you can actually turn that off. So when you go to the hub, it's just you. There's no other online players around you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so Ubisoft turns the servers off. The game should be playable without having to connect with a fucking server.
No, most definitely.
The key's already embedded in my PlayStation to say I'm authorized to fucking buy this.
Yeah.
Or to hold on to this.
Like, it makes no sense to, like, buy a game only for it to have, like, a lifespan. Yeah, like if you're playing off of, like, a subscription service, okay, that's one thing, where you're not buying the game, but, like, if you bought the game, like, how are you going to say in 3 years it's not going to work?
Nope. I mean, it's a zombie eating a zombie.
And I think, I think we don't even need to go down this way, because only Jill can unlock this door at the end, because Barry gives her a passcode.
Okay.
So this is obsolete, as Chris. I don't know where we need to go. Oh, I think I do know where we need to go. Like
a huge MMORPG, when it dies, it's fucking dead. Like, sorry.
Oh shit. That did scare me. Whoa.
Good timing.
Yeah, no, there's this one game. It was like supposed to be this really big game, MMO game. I can't remember what it's called. Where there's like different faction. There's like an Illuminati, and then you pick whatever side. And that exact same thing happened. Like, it was up for a couple of years, and then they stopped support for it, and then you just can't play it at all.
Yeah, I think Stop Killing Games is what it was called. Sorry.
Yeah.
Same thing. Keep games alive.
Yeah. I think, because I heard the guy I was watching, Ross, from Accursed Farms, he always talks about that. Like, the Stop Killing Games movement.
It's not, it's just keep the game alive.
You see, he actually made a kind of compelling, like, very interesting argument of, if the companies do that and there's no physical way to obtain the game, then piracy is acceptable.
Yeah.
Because, like, literally, how else
paid for it.
You paid for it, and there's no way to retrieve it, so I'm gonna fucking pirate it.
Yeah, or I'm gonna find a guy that's built a private server, and I'm gonna take my chances and do that. Like World of Warcraft, for the longest time, there was private servers. For the longest time. I never got on private servers because I was scared shitless that, like, I'm relying on someone else to keep my account alive and not get it fucked over and all this other shit. But there was these private servers for the longest time, which all it was the vanilla version of World of Warcraft, which is now called Classic.
Okay.
And these ran for the longest time, and then, there's one that got too big, and, Blizzard did the whole cease and desist. They had people show up to this dude's house.
Oh, shit.
Banging on the fucking doors, all that kind of shit.
That's crazy. Like, when they go to that length, friggin', that's kind of insane. Like, what is...
And then they finally released, Classic, which was what a lot of people were thinking was, oh, maybe they're going to release Classic. Yeah. Or Vanilla, finally. Uh-oh.
That is not good. Should be okay.
And they eventually did, but now there's another version of that private server shit that they're going after now. But the problem is the servers are in Russia. Good luck getting those.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you kill the game,
you give people no other choice to play it.
Yeah, and but what they do is they hide behind trademark and intellectual property.
Right.
But I'm like, but the game's dead.
Right, so it technically doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist anymore. I can't play it. So you can hold the rights to the name. I'll call it Surface of Blizzcraft.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, intellectual property only protects you from other people using your idea, not from people playing your product or trying to access your product.
But their problem is, and what they don't like is, well, I'm not getting any money.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well,
here's the thing.
Cancel the fucking game.
The private servers, at least the good ones, you don't spend any money.
Right. Yeah.
The problem with the one they're going after now, I think it's called, like, Turtle WoW. I think there's actually microtransactions in it.
Oh, so they're profiting off of...
So they're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that. Like, if someone tries to profit off of the other game, then that's...
you're going to get in some shit.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what it was, is that there was actually...
It makes sense. It makes sense that would be the issue.
Transactions where you can buy certain things. But then, the company could use that as a guy saying, well, that's just to help us buy more servers so we can bring on more people.
Yeah, that gets a little dicey at a certain point.
Because then you're like, okay, well, let me see all your papers.
Exactly.
Let me see the receipts, dude.
Yeah. It's like, show me the paper trail.
But I've never understood, like, I always hated the DRM stuff, digital rights management. Like, I remember, God, this is going to date me too. I think it was Sims 4. There was a huge outcry of Sims 4 because the game ran like crap because of the DRM running in the background. To tell the EA servers that this is a licensed key, let me play.
But by doing so, it caused slowdown in the game.
And it caused the game to run like crap.
That's,
And then companies were trying to like figure out ways to keep the DRM. My thing is that all you need to do is just let the DRM one run once, dude. Just like let it happen. It's good. Okay, next. A month later, quick check. Okay, still the same game. Bye.
Right.
You know, I've never. I get it. Back in the day, dude, video game or PC based piracy was easy as shit.
Yeah.
Because you just copied the disc and give them your registry code. It didn't talk to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It was the disc talking to a code that said, yep, this is good. Because even if you installed a game back in the old PC days, you still need the disc to play the damn game.
Yeah. It's all physical. You need that.
I remember playing Street Fighter 2 on an old Pentium desktop where I had to use, it was 12 floppies to install the game. And then,
Jesus, 12.
And then,
12 floppies?
Yeah, for install. And then the 13th or 14th floppy, whatever, was needed just to help play the game because it would use that as like random storage.
Yeah.
And it still played like shit.
I remember like PS1 era, maybe even PS2 era, the way that they handled piracy was actually really cool. Like, they would code something into the disc or maybe in the system where if it recognized that it was an illegitimate disc, they would work in like an anti-piracy measure into the story. So like they would let you get to a certain point, and then there would be like an invincible enemy that you can't kill. Like that, or like you would get all the way to the last boss, and it'll be like, oh, you're playing a pirated game, so I'm sending you back to the beginning, and it crashes.
See, that's smart.
Like, yeah, that's a cool way of dealing with piracy. Some of them are kind of like scary though. Like they would like do a jump scare and like this.
I think it's
flashing lights.
Some of the PC games they have the anti-piracy.
They might.
Where everything's like insta death. You can't even enjoy the game.
Yeah, something like, exactly. Like it makes the game just so unplayable. There's no point.
Like for the first 2 minutes, you're like, yeah, dude, I got Fallout, and then your character turns, he dies.
Exactly.
You know, you reload, the sun shows, you die.
Right.
Like every action within the game that's coded like kills you no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, simulated win, you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Right. Like, that's
man.
how they should kind of handle that. Like that's fun.
But yeah, back in the day, I mean, all you needed was your license, your registry key, and you could make a copy, and then you give it to your friend. You give that to them because there was no real internet back then, where there wasn't servers set up to say, okay, this key's clean.
Right.
It just was hard coded, and if the registry key matched. So here's another awesome and amazing way that they would also do anti-piracy measures.
Uh-huh.
I loved King's Quest. It was a point-and-click adventure game.
Okay.
Certain parts of, and other games did this too, certain like codes that you needed to do were only specific to your copy or that version of the copy.
Oh, okay.
So there could be 6 different versions of how to solve a puzzle. Well, back then,
only your way would be right on your disc. So if you tried to look it up, that's awesome.
So it gave you clues. You go to your book, but the way the game was hard coded, everyone may have
unique.
It was a unique path of 6 variables, let's say, because it wasn't that crazy, but it was crazy enough where they hard coded the anti-piracy measure by saying, well, if you don't have the manual, then you don't know how to fix this puzzle.
So
therefore,
can't beat the game.
You're screwed.
Yep, and this is before probably walkthroughs on YouTube.
There was no game facts back then. I'm talking like 95, 96, 97.
Well, Metal Gear Solid, I mean, it wasn't really game-breaking, it wasn't unique, but it was like...
The frequency on the back?
Yep, and not unique in the sense that it's not original, but unique in the sense that everyone had the same game. So, like, you have to dial, you have to look at the back, actually call it. But I'm like, what happens then if you got, like, a used version of the game?
Pray.
Right.
Spend every second going over one frequency.
Right. Right.
10485, I think it was. Or was it 14485? 45. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it was 10485. Or that may have been house.
That does sound familiar.
Call frequency.
Either 104 or 14085.
It's 140.
Yeah.
I remember that much.
That was I loved how they incorporate. And Metal Gear Solid was always great at like breaking the fourth wall, like in a narrative way that made sense.
Yeah, press the select button.
Exactly, or like how I think one of the best boss designs ever was the first Psycho Mantis fight.
Oh man,
where he's pulling all these tricks on you, and you have to reconnect the controller because he's reading your mind through the connection. That was and
he reads your save data. If you didn't save often, he'd make a comment about how you haven't saved.
You're reckless or something.
Yeah, you're reckless.
And if you had other, I think, Konami games, he would also kind of point that out. Like there was a racing game where he's like, "Oh, I see your."
They did that with freaking Twin Snakes. He would make comments about certain saves on your GameCube.
Yes, because I do remember he brought up like a Nintendo, when there was Mario Kart or something.
Yeah.
But no, that was like how they handled that is just, and no one, I don't think like any game has ever done something similar since, where it's like connected to the player. It almost feels like he's psychically actually.
Yeah,
reading
I
your
don't
mind.
remember anybody. I just remember being frustrated as hell during that boss fight.
Oh, if you don't know what you're doing, I think I probably have to look it up. Actually, no, I think after a while, Campbell comes on and he tells you specifically, like, he's reading your controller, or, like, switch ports or something
Yeah, and you do, and then all of a sudden he's like, what?
Yeah, and then he can't read your mind.
But here's Kojima's craziness, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You have this goofy-ass boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
To have one of the saddest stories be told to you.
Oh, yeah.
Which was Psycho Mantis' story when he talks to you about it.
Well, see, that was kind of the conundrum with Metal Gear Solid, because the story is very intense, very layered, very deep, but the game itself can sometimes, like, present itself in almost like a comic-y, cartoonish way. So it's like the gameplay, and I'm not saying the gameplay isn't great, but it's like the gameplay almost doesn't match the tone of, like, the story.
Well, and I think that's, like, Kojima's quirk, where he's like, man, this is getting too serious.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like lightening up a bit.
Like, there's a point in DS2 where I cringe so hard because there's a dance scene in it.
Yeah.
Full-blown dance scene when Die Hardman comes back, and I'm like, oh god. When it first happened, I giggled and I laughed, but when I ended up doing another playthrough for my channel, when it happened, I was just cringing. I was like, oh god, here it comes.
Yeah.
I muted my mic and just kind of had my head in my palm, like, oh, this is so cringe. But it's cringe in a fun way, because Kojima's like, it's a video game, let's have fun.
He's very quirky.
You fucking have a guitar battle in Death Stranding 2.
Do you? Oh no shit, that's amazing.
Yeah, like the guitar can be used as like a gun.
Wow.
You can use it like a sword, but like they're fucking pulling off guitar solos. That's part of the boss fight.
No, that's awesome. Like, just the fact that he has this vision but doesn't take himself too seriously is amazing.
He doesn't. All of his games prove it. Like,
oh shit, I forgot. That part is new in the arranged mode.
Like, he gets across sometimes a very convoluted story that the part of Kojima's games, the reason why you replay them is to figure out what the hell just happened.
Yeah, no, that's a very good way of putting it.
Because sometimes he puts clues in the games where I don't think you catch it on your first time through. Like, wait a minute. Holy shit. He literally gave me the ending in the first 20 minutes of the game, and no one caught on.
Like, especially at the beginning of Phantom Pain when you're in the hospital room.
Yeah.
If you just pay attention, like, oh shit, this is not Big Boss, this is someone else.
Yeah. Because you make your avatar.
Yep. That one got me, because I'm like, okay, what is this for? I'm building this character, I'm designing him.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I never see him. I'm like, wait a minute, did I miss something? And then like he's revealed at the end, I'm like, holy shit, this was like 30 hours ago, gameplay time that I did this. And it's like, and if you put your name in, like it has your name
on the passport. Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, and I was just like geeking out at that point.
Did you know that when it storms and you're in your helicopter, if you zoom in on the window, you'll actually see your avatar face?
I didn't get that.
When it's bright outside, you can't see it, but when it's like stormy weather out,
that's wild.
You zoom in to where that window is on the chopper, and you'll see your avatar's face and not Ben's face.
That is wild.
Yeah, dude.
Just the whole...
The small shit is what I like, man.
And he is a master of detail. Like I said, he's coming from like a filmmaking perspective, it's like, that's what good films do. They leave the breadcrumbs. They give you the little hints, and then when you watch it, you go, holy shit, this makes sense that he said this, whatever. And he incorporates that into games so perfectly.
Like, I always like how Quiet's pantyhose are all like
ripped up,
but it's just like Eva when hers got ripped up.
Yeah.
When he's when Vulcan is shocking the shit out of her and her pants start to get ripped up, and I was like, well, that's a nice little homage or callback.
Yeah.
Or they call that an illusion. Illusion.
Illusion. Yeah.
Illusion. To something like that. Like, the only thing I wish is that they would have given Kojima like another year, because we were supposed to have our version of the Cyborg Ninja in the version of Chico with his face all destroyed.
Well, there was supposed to be a whole new Act 3 too.
Yeah.
And we got robbed of that by Konami.
You know, but again, I think that it all works because he called the game the Phantom Pain.
Right. It's that longingness for what you don't know what you're missing.
And the whole... There he is. Nice job.
I knew he was,
and the whole damn game is nothing but a psyop on the main character, which is you.
Yeah. And he did... Whether this was planned or not, the way that he kind of retconned the entire series kind of screwed Konami, because now it's like they can't like do new games because he just like closed the series right there. That was genius. And whether he was intending to do that because they screwed him or it just kind of happened.
I think he wanted it. Well, the biggest issue I think of Kojima's whole career was he was always defined by Metal Gear, even though he did Son of Enders.
Oh, right.
He was
did
always
he do Castlevania also?
He did one of the Castlevanias. He was always trying to do something new, but it just wouldn't bring in the money.
Right.
So then Konami would look at him and say, you need to make another game. Like, we need money.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to make this game. No, you don't.
Exactly.
You're going to make Metal Gear. Like, there's people that have come out with, like, the analogy of Metal Gear Solid 4. The character of Old Snake is what Kojima finds himself as.
Oh, I could totally see him, like, imparting himself into the characters.
He's a man outside of his time. This series is outside of its time. Like, and then, you know, he saw the new graphics of the PlayStation 4 and he's like, wait a minute.
I could turn into a movie.
Oh my. Because I remember they spent like an hour one time showing off Ground Zeroes.
Oh,
and
wow.
all they did was talk about the day and the night. And
the cycle, yeah.
But how low it is on resources and how it can run natively better on the PlayStation versus the Xbox.
Yeah.
But even though it runs a little slower, it still runs at a high frame rate. It still looks good. And it was just a tech demo.
That's insane.
And
I feel
Konami,
like he makes entire games just as tech demos.
Well, I made that joke to you about Death Stranding was just a tech demo
for
Death Stranding 2.
Exactly.
And he made a full fucking game out of it.
Ground Zeroes, you could see it kind of as a tech demo for Phantom Pain.
Yeah, I mean, all they did was, you know, some quality of life, cleaned it up, and you had this huge-ass fucking game.
Yeah.
And the one thing I've always liked about Kojima is he uses the same graphics for cutscenes. They're not pre-rendered.
Yeah, they're in-game. They're in-game
cutscenes.
Visuals. That's what made Phantom Pain so dynamic. And if I'm not mistaken, every single cutscene, the camera like never changed angles. It just moved. So like if you need to see another character, it's not like you cut like a cutscene, but like the camera just physically when you just got a new perspective.
Yeah, because there's that point where he's talking to Miller.
Yeah.
When they're doing the interrogation of Emmerich, and it's focused on him and Miller. He goes to walk away. The camera turns over to when Ocelot shows up about it, but the camera's still panning in the right direction.
Exactly.
You see Kazuhiro Miller in the background. Like what?
Like everything is like one continuous shot through the entire game. I mean, just to do like for that to happen in film is like incredible because it takes so much and it's hardly done. But to be done in a game so organically is just like next level.
That's why I to this day will still consider the first part of that intro to Ground Zeroes so freaking good.
Oh yeah,
because most of that cutscene is one continual shot.
I think
because even when you leave the choppers, that's what keeps it continuous. They drop the fox emblems.
Yep.
And then you see the true fox emblem or the XOF emblem. And then you see Big Boss, and it hits my favorite dong, 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 dong.
Yeah, that sting, that musical scene. But here's the impressive part. It's not just like it's one location where the camera's just moving around characters. You're going from like the bottom of the base to the helicopter to the cliff, like, all the way to the top. Like you're moving through an entire this world. Yeah. In just one shot.
They do the song, and then it cuts into Miller and Snake talking about Paz and Chico.
Yeah.
Chico. Chico. No. Don't touch me. Get off me. Ah.
I think what makes it worse in terms of not getting Chico as a Cyborg Ninja is that they spent 3 games building that up from Peace Walker all the way to Ground Zeroes, and then it's like, okay, we have a final payoff with Phantom Pain, and it's like nothing.
We got no true payoff, in my opinion, on Paz.
Nope.
Even though we all wonder you're dead.
Well, there was that one, and it's really weird that they did this, like that side mission after you complete the game where you get her back only to realize she's an illusion.
Yeah.
Like, symbolically, it makes... Oh, shit. Symbolically, it makes sense.
She, invisible wall.
Game mechanics.
Well, you could get all those mementos during the game.
Well, yeah, I think I just happened to do it afterwards. But yeah, it's weird. Like she comes back and then like she disappears again.
Yeah, that whole side op is all a figment of your imagination.
Right. And the thing is, I don't think I ever finished it. So I'm like, oh, she's back. So I'm like, this makes no sense.
No, yeah.
I mean, now it makes sense.
It's it's a great ending, but it's kind of like depressing too.
It's depressing, but it also leaves a lot more to be desired.
Oh yeah, but I think Paz should have never
died. Or...
No, she should have, because she
was the traitor.
Exactly, and I mean, she sided with Zero, which was the worst thing you can do, is side with him. But the one thing I think that kind of sucked too was Ground Zeroes was super fucking dark.
Yeah.
Like, not just visually, but like
thematically. And like, and how she, like, where it was implied that they shoved the bomb.
Yeah. And they didn't, then they re-implied it again when you had the different versions of the cutscene in Phantom Pain where he has his hand in a very weird position to get the other bomb. Which is, whatever it is.
Or how it was a play off of V Has Come To, like V. That's like, holy shit.
On her tummy.
Mm-hmm.
There's another. No. But I didn't like her because you play all of Peace Walker getting to know her. I mean, there's some quirky Japanese dates with her.
Oh yeah.
Put her in the bikini.
Yeah.
But Kojima covered himself and said, no, she's actually an adult, but she posed
as a kid. Well, that makes sense because her character she's supposed to be this younger, maybe like college student. Like,
she's a double agent. Yeah. That's what she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
12-year-olds aren't double agents that I'm aware of.
Exactly. No, yeah. And I thought it was straight up revealed that she is older. Like
she is.
Yeah. Because it's like, when she revealed it, she's like, I'm not really this kid.
No, she's not. She's not a kid at all.
Which I didn't think, even then, I didn't think she was supposed to be that young. I thought she was like maybe like 16.
Well, it's because 17. People saw a picture of her online. I thought, oh my god, Kojima, oh, he's such a disgust. Anybody who plays this game. Which I'm like, first off, man.
First off, it's a game. It's digital. But
it's a different society over there.
Right.
I mean, there used to be some quirky stuff in Japan that's now finally like kind of outlawed. That was perfectly legal for the longest time. Mm-hmm. So it's like, slow it down. I understand your outrage. I understand it's weird. Mm-hmm. But understand that there are quirks in different societies that what may not be good here in America is okay over there. So don't start throwing shade. Because, like I remember when Phantom Pain came out, everyone complained about Quiet. That Kojima was over-sexualizing women.
Oh, as if that hadn't been done, though, in like every other Japanese
game. Right? Like, play Tomb Raider.
Like, yeah. Well, yeah, definitely.
Play the PS1 Tomb Raider.
Even Resident Evil 5 started Jill and Sheva, like their bust or cleavage just hanging out.
Yeah, don't even. It's just people complaining to complain. They want cheap clicks.
Well, not just that, but I don't know why people have like such a freaking boner for Kojima. It's like they pick every single thing to nitpick him on. Like, oh, he puts his name in the credits too many times, or this is totally unnecessary inserting himself.
Don't care.
Yeah.
It's the credits. I don't care.
No, yeah, exactly. It's like people think that he's like so arrogant and full of himself that they just hate everything he does and like, oh, he's so pretentious. This story is overwritten or whatever.
Oh God, get over yourselves, man.
And it's like, I don't know why they hate it so much. Like,
because he's successful.
Well, yeah, definitely he's successful, but I think also they probably can't comprehend like the story he's trying to tell, or like they're not patient enough to like let it play out. So they're like, oh, this is boring. I don't want to.
Oh, probably. I mean, well, the one consistent complaint about Kojima is always the start of the game is very slow. You have to be super patient. Now, Death Stranding 2, not so much. And Death Stranding 1, he did a great job by letting you pick up your packages, make the delivery, but then you get the big cutscene, and a lot of people are like, God, it just takes forever for it. But I never cared because I played RPGs.
Right.
And one of the greatest problems with an RPG is the very beginning of the game is usually very, very slow. You have to learn the characters. You have to watch the cutscenes. What people forget is, and especially in the PS1 area, RPGs, there was no voice actors.
Exactly, yeah, just text-based.
It was all text-based, so you're reading everything, going through the manual, having your introductory fights, and all these other things. Then you learn your first skill, and it's like a big fucking deal. All that, like Final Fantasy VIII, it's a great one when you had to learn the junction system and shit. So yeah, it's like that. It didn't bother me, but I can understand some people that play like, and I'm not shitting on people that play like Call of Duty. Like when you go in that game, you are in the game. Oh,
that's action, but yeah, that's a different. But that's the thing is like you go into a first-person shooter expecting action. Like
that's why I love
games. Aren't the genre is not act like first-person shooter action.
No. That's why I thought the Doom 2016
the reboot.
The reboot, I mean, it was like hit the music, heavy metal.
Oh, you're straight to go, ready to rock
Let's
and
go.
roll. I mean, but that's always been Doom. Like
Yeah.
from the get-go, you're faced with, instant action.
But when you're playing a Kojima game, the guy's been around now for almost 30 plus years. Like, you should know by now. He's
What
going
his
to
game
tell,
is, what
yeah,
the style
he's going
of
to tell
game
a
is.
story, man.
Yeah. Yeah, going into a Kojima game and expecting like Call of Duty is like
No.
I said, going into Doom and expecting like this, Final Fantasy type like role-playing game story.
Oh yeah, not gonna happen. But what kills me is, everybody complained about Metal Gear Solid 4 essentially just being one long motion picture, which I can understand because if you cut all the cutscenes out, you can get that game done real fast. Especially even the first section, because you can ignore everybody.
Yeah.
The only problem with ignoring everybody is that if you don't help the locals, they will attack you when you go into their area. So you have to stealth through that area.
Yeah.
So it saves you time to work with them to help them out, so you increase that friendship.
Yeah.
So you can go through their area and have no problem whatsoever. But then they complained with the Phantom Pain, saying that there wasn't enough cutscenes, that they were too short.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, and those are the exact same people who put you in those positions where it's like you can never win. It's either too long, too short, and it's like according to them, there's never the right balance.
No.
And although, I'll say this about Kojima's games that are heavy on the cutscene, a lot of, even Metal Gear Solid 3 can be heavy on the cutscenes, but it's balanced out by good gameplay, and 2, it's a compelling story.
Yeah,
So, if it's a compelling journey, what's there to complain about if the story is really good? That's just my opinion. I mean, I get some people probably don't like the stories of the games.
Well, now let's flip it on its head. Let's go back to Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Simple fucking story. I'm chased by these things. There are zombies, and I must survive.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
We're stuck in a house. We don't know where we're
RE2 kept it simple.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be a cop. The city's gone to crap. There's this dude's sister. I'm going to work with her. RE3. Oh shit. I need to run for my life.
Yes.
Literally. Because Leon and co are about to set this place on torches.
And not only that, but I've got this huge-ass monster pursuing me.
That's constantly getting bigger and badder and angrier.
Yes.
Simple, and simple. And they allow you the ability, even with the voice acting they put in the game, they allow you the ability to ignore any story because you don't have to read the letters, you don't have to read the books, you don't have to read anything. You just play the game.
It's optional. That's the thing I like about survival horror is that the story unfolds as you play the game. You can choose to avoid all the story, all the journals and the files. You're just missing out. But if you want the story is there, but it's not going to be in your face and try to suffocate you with it.
Silent Hill is pretty good at keeping it pretty simple with him trying to find his daughter.
Yes.
And subtle hints of things that are going on and people not seeing what you're seeing. And then Silent Hill 2 gave you a lot of hints if you were willing to read.
Yes.
The books, the mementos, the letters and stuff to give you an idea. And sometimes they threw it in your face. You're a liar or something, or there was a hole here, now it's gone.
Exactly. The way that Silent Hill 2 used its mechanics and its visuals to just get that story that James is not being a truthful narrator was great, because that's one of those instances where if you don't know the ending, you're gonna be thinking, oh man, this guy is kind of acting weird. Can I trust him? And then it makes so much sense. Which one of the things I love so much about the OG Silent Hill 2 game is that your perspective is kind of James as a character and only him. Your perspective is not the world. So when you see that picture of Mary in your inventory, there. But then when you get to the last part of the game, it disappears and it's blank.
Yeah, I think it happens in two different ways. The more you check it, the more it'll fade away.
Yeah.
And then her letter too. I think it's the letter.
The letter gets blank. It's just blank at the end.
The picture goes away at the end, but the letter, if you keep pulling it up and reading it, it'll slowly start to fade away. Which is again little psychology, little play on you. There was no letter. Exactly.
Well, it makes sense at the end when you realize, he made this whole thing up for himself.
And I'm not sure if it was been publicly or not publicly, officially stated, but I think the end canon ending
is in water.
Yep. She was in the back seat the whole time.
Yep. Yep, that is. And the nice little allusion to that is that when you start the game, if you go try to examine the trunk, he doesn't say anything. But every other part of the car has like a description.
Yeah.
It's
well,
like...
supposedly, if you look at the back seat, you can, if you look well enough, we might even boot the game up. Actually, it's not on the PS5. I have to get my PS2 out.
Yeah.
Because I think from a Japanese perspective, from them, they would put their person in the back seat, not the trunk like in America.
Oh, okay.
Where we dehumanize everyone, so we just throw them in the trunk.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong. But I think the in-water ending is correct, but it wasn't that she was in the trunk, she was in the back seat the whole time.
That's interesting.
Which is so fucked up. Trunk or back seat, who gives a shit?
Exactly, just the fact that she's there.
That she was there the whole time.
Yes.
And he goes on this personal, like, what's the word I want to use? Like, personal
like an inner journey.
Cleansing.
Yeah.
Of his sins, his demons.
Yeah. Like it's just his redemption almost. In a way. Even though he ends up dying, technically, it's like his soul needs to come to terms with what he did.
Yeah.
And face punishment, which is why Pyramid Head works so well in only that game, is because he's a reflection of Jane's inner guilt.
Oh yes. See. You go back to perfect working together. That's why I like the Silent Hill 3 monster so well, because it works directly with our main character.
Oh yeah. They're all representation of what she fears.
What she fears and what she's going through, and being a female, being a woman.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them are very, have to do with birth.
Birth, yes.
And
which is what they wanted her to do anyway.
Reproduction, yep. Yeah. She's trying to birth the god, literally.
God, that game was good. I love the fake out in the very beginning when you're at the circus, or not the circus, the
amusement park.
Amusement park?
Yeah.
And you thought you
die. You either get hit by the train or you jump off.
Jump off.
Actually, and I think the enemies just straight up killed me, so I never even got to the train.
Did you know that depending on what difficulty you select, you can or cannot fall off the tracks?
Interesting.
I think if you play it on normal, you won't fall off the tracks. I mean, when you're playing the game, just normally, and you walk those tracks, I think it's on hard, you can actually fall off. I think on normal, there's an invisible wall that you won't fall off those tracks when you're walking through, because you end up going back there countless times.
Yeah, you return towards the end of the game in the actual setting.
God, that game was so fucking
all of the Silent Hill games are just completely groundbreaking in terms of how innovative they were with being psychologically dark. It was just Silent Hill 2 for me is the best in the series because it's its own individual story. Don't get me wrong, I like 3, I like 1. I just don't like when they have this cult that kind of explains the mystique of the town. And the shitty part is the cult is a majority of the games. So Silent Hill 2 and 4 are the only ones that don't have the cult in them.
No, but what's-his-face was part of the cult. The main character that we have to go after.
Walter. Named, you're right.
Walter Sullivan.
You're right. No, you're right. So there is the cult influence in that game. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And they did mention Claudia in one of the scenarios that you go through. Yeah, because
Walter Sullivan was the one that had to kill 13 or 27 people.
21 sacraments.
21 sacraments.
And then there was the Wish House, which is operated by
the cult. Well, now they're saying in where did I see it? I had to stop reading. There's some plants in Silent Hill F that there's people are saying that could be White Claudia.
Are you serious? Oh, that would be awesome.
So I
would love that
plant drug.
But other than that, have you noticed any direct allusions to any previous game? Wow, that's interesting.
No enemies that are the same. The other world's different. There's still a fog.
Yeah.
Which again, the whole point of the fog in Silent Hill 1 was limitations.
Exactly. It's just another example of how survival horror made they use limitations to better the game.
Absolutely, like in Resident Evil.
Yep,
short, tight
angles.
And it's not just it's a tight situation, and you don't know what's around the corner.
Yep. And it builds suspense perfectly, because you can hear them. You hear sounds, you hear the music, but then it's you don't know what's around the corner.
They don't do it as much, and I'm happy they don't. One of my favorite tropes in video games is when the music stops.
Ooh, yes. That is so eerie.
There's two things that are going to happen. It's a fake out, nothing happens. Or two, it's going to be the bullshit jump scare.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's legit. The fucking zombie comes around the corner, you know, and you got to do your thing. So the music stops. You hear your character and maybe the ambience of the scene, and you're like, I really don't want to move forward.
Exactly.
One of my greatest memories of being freaked out in a video game was either the nurse in Silent Hill 1 when she comes to and she starts bleeding all over.
Oh, Lisa? Yeah. Oh, that was freaky. That was just so creepy.
or the dang scene with Pyramid Head when you're hiding in the closet.
Yeah, that's when you just see him doing his thing with the mannequins, and you can just watch. Like, you're just stuck because you're in that perspective. All you see is him getting closer. That was a great way of representing.
And he freaks you out because
he's creep. Well, yeah. Not only is you're already on edge because the entire town is so weird.
Yeah.
But like, he's in the original one, he's doing his thing with the mannequins. You're like, this is disturbing.
Yeah.
And then
what is he doing?
He looks just so insane. Like, he has this triangle thing on his head, and it's like he's got this huge knife.
Well, remember the first time you see him is in that hallway behind the gate, and he's just standing there.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And it's red. You got that red glow. The static starts. You see him staring straight at you. And I think once you go into the next room is when you find the dead body.
Yeah.
So it's heavily implied that, he's showing you the parts of guilt that James needs. And the cool thing about it is that model, the character model, is James's exact model.
Oh, the one that's dead in the chair?
Yep. Yeah, he's got the jacket and everything.
Well, there's like 3 versions of him being dead. There's the version out in the streets where you find him on the far corner.
Yeah, he's just laying on the ground.
Dead. Looks like he's been pulverized through his head or some shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, but that's his jacket. That's his pants.
Yeah,
like, what
and
the
it even
fuck
looks like him. And it's like, you might be thinking, okay, maybe the game is limited in terms of the amount of models they have. But then, like, once you realize the ending, it's like, this makes sense.
So there's some people that subscribe to the version that all of his deaths are just him retrying again to make it through.
Ah, no, I could see that. And whether you want to call it an argument or like perspective, like, I get that part, but there's another perspective that I don't like, and it's a lot of the Silent Hill purists where they're like, oh, Pyramid Head was sent by, the cult, or he's part of the town of Silent Hill, and he exists outside of Jane. He's just there to punish anyone who comes in the town. Which,
technically, where you go in Silent Hill 2 isn't necessarily Silent Hill.
Exactly, yeah, because you're on the outskirts, you're at the amusement park, you're at Lakeside, so it's like, it's not, you are in the city for a lot of it, but like, he comes in outside of the city, and he ultimately leaves the city, and it's like, you go to the hotel.
And, I don't know about that. Like, and even then, like, is it because of the paintings and the history?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they point to like a lot of like different clues or whatnot, but they're the people that say like, oh yeah, well no, Pyramid Head exists in the town to punish people. He's not just James's creation, which I think would take away so much from the story if that was the case.
I mean, I would agree with the argument that there's like a demon of sorts in Silent Hill, but it takes a perspective of what it needs to, like
you got to be in the right mindset to see it.
Because remember, one of the biggest freakouts I had was when you go, was it Angela, when you see her version of her hell.
And it's burning. It's on fire, and then James can't feel anything.
Yeah, James...
Or it's implied that he doesn't see the fire.
No, it's implied because he's like...
No, yeah, you're right. That's the first time he sees how Angela's... But it's implied that Angela's world has always been like that.
Yeah, and she's like, it's always like this. Yeah. She walks up the stairs.
Yep.
Because Eddie fails in his...
his redemption arc.
And Angela essentially fails.
She essentially commits suicide.
Yeah, essentially.
The way I took it.
And because there's a couple times where it's mentioned that she thinks James is her mother.
Yeah.
Except for one part when you get ready to fight the bed monster, Big Daddy, where she starts to see him as her father or her brother or whatever.
Yep.
Which they capture her character much better in Silent Hill 2.
In the remake.
Because she does look like a young... old.
Yeah, that was because in original Silent Hill 2, I didn't know she was supposed to be a teenager.
Yeah,
I thought she was like in her 30s or something.
Yeah, I mean, when I first played it, when she started saying "Mama," I thought, okay, she's got to be younger. But I'm like, the way she acts, she seems older.
Well, that kind of made it weird. That added to like the weirdness of her character. Like, she's calling for her mom like a kid, but she's older. Like,
and again, you could skip that whole story because when you're going through, I think it's the Underground Labyrinth, is where you find out about her backstory.
Yeah.
Through like the newspaper clippings and stuff.
About the dad who...
And you're like, holy shit.
Her story is really dark. Oh, no, I actually died.
Fuck me. Keep going.
No,
Keep going. I'm enjoying this too much.
No, yeah, it is. I like just getting to talk about other games too. But like, her whole story in the whole like labyrinth part, it's really... I was getting to the point where it's not just her, it's James. I mean, not James, it's Eddie, it's Angela, And like to an extent, Laura's is kind of messed up too. Now Laura's an interesting figure because people can't seem to agree if she's actually there or she's another figment of James's imagination.
It's so hard because she knows about James's wife. She's got the
in
letter.
the hospital with her.
So but there's the ending that you leave with her, and the new one.
It's in the original too. No, it's in the original.
Sorry.
It's just that's not the. Well, I mean. I don't think it's the canon ending, but yeah, there's the leave ending where you just leave with her.
Leave with her, yeah, you do, because you walk through the lake,
the graveyard, and you hear the text of Mary's letter.
Yeah, which supposedly the actress actually cried when she was doing that letter,
like authentic, like
authentically emotion. She's like, James, you made me happy.
No, the performance was great, but I mean, just the fact that it was real,
like to the two people that watched this tell me I'm wrong, but I think she literally, because she was reading that letter and it was like making her a little emotional reading
I believe you, because the original cast of Silent Hill 2 were just, were they even trained voice actors, or were they just kind of like regular people?
Donna Burke was Angela.
Oh no, Donna Burke for sure. But I mean, I shouldn't say voice actor, but there was something so raw and unique about them where it was like they were just so like ordinary, like they weren't anything above and beyond.
No, because the voice actor for James was purposely like not really given any direction.
Right, yeah.
Which is what you needed for a guy, for that character. He can't really, for him to show like any kind of real emotion kind of screws up the whole narrative and the whole psychology.
And that's where the remastered fucked it up, when they had like, they changed their voice actors and they had like dramatic voice actors who were trying to be too dramatic. It just ruined it.
I didn't have too much a problem with what's his name? Guy Seehee.
Yeah.
I always appreciate and always enjoy James as Guy Seehee.
Yep.
But I didn't have too much of a problem with the voice actors in this one. Eddie's model in the remake was okay. Because I always felt like Eddie in the OG was just much more dirty looking, much more ugly.
Yeah.
Much more disgusting. But like, the thing about Eddie is like you're meant to not feel sorry for the guy because all he does is lie.
Oh yeah, and I wasn't talking about the remake. I was talking about the remastered version they did for like PS3.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that was an abomination.
So this dumbass bought it.
I bought it too.
Oh, and it was terrible because they were initially going to release it without the OGs, and then they threatened to sue the OG actors.
Yeah,
and
they weren't giving them royalties.
No, they weren't.
That's the thing.
And then they released it with both sets of voice acting,
but Silent Hill 3 only had the new ones.
But what was so weird was the guy who does the voice for Ocelot. He was, God, what's his name? He does anime. He does everything.
No, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid or a different one?
In The Phantom Pain.
The Phantom Pain.
And he was the main antagonist in Death Stranding. God, dude, I am not. What is his name? He was Higgs.
Yeah.
Troy Baker, yes. Troy Baker, I think, does the voice of James in the
remastered.
In the PS3 remaster.
Yeah. Which is weird because it's like, okay, you know his work, he's good, but like it just doesn't fit the James character because he's not ordinary. he's too dramatic. He's too acting like he's trying to be like emotive, whereas it was just completely ordinary with Guy Seehee.
Yeah, that's what James was supposed to be, just an ordinary dude on this journey of hell.
And you can't trust him either. So it's like it just made much. You know who he reminds me of actually? If you ever seen Fargo.
Yeah,
it reminds me of William H. Macy's character. Yeah. I don't know why, but like just how kind of like cowardly they were, and like,
and you can't trust them.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, it's just there are points of time where you felt for James. You're like, oh man, this is fucking heavy. Like,
I think you felt for him up until the point where you realized he murdered his wife. But even after that, like the killing of his wife is also, I wouldn't say justifiable, but it's understandable.
Yeah,
because but here's the thing. Like you can on one hand look at it as a mercy killing, but on the other hand you can also look at it as James just being selfish because his wife is holding him down.
But it's also, I wouldn't even say alluded, it's straight out like stated that she was actually really mean to him when she got sick too.
Oh yeah, she would lash out. But I mean, as someone who's sick, like you kind of understand, like if someone has cancer and they're dying, like you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt if they're moody because like they know they're gonna die. So
Yeah, but you would think, in this situation, she wouldn't want to be moody because she's trying to live her last days, and James is there to help her and take care of her.
Right. And James did, according to the story, do a lot by her bedside, like when she was sick.
Yeah.
So that's another layer that makes the game so great. Is like some people sympathize with James, other people think he's a monster. And
a lot of people think the final boss is his wife, and no, that's not his wife. That's the final boss.
So depending on what ending you take, it could be
it could be his wife.
If you get the Maria ending, which is the hardest one to get because you have to literally go out of your way to make her be the focal point.
Maria, because you can't let her take any damage.
Right, you have to be at her side. You can't move away. You have to rescue her from a certain scene in less than whatever amount of time. But where was I going with this? So yeah, if you do get the Maria ending, the final boss ends up just being Mary. Because in James' mind, he's already forgotten or moved on or doesn't want her there anymore. But in every other ending, it's Maria.
Because she's trying to look like your wife, trying to play the head game with you, and you say no.
And it's you've seen this happen before. She dies in front of you. She reminds you of Mary, and it's that's the point where James finally. And see, that's why the in-water ending makes sense, because that's the point where he's finally come to terms of what he's done and he's accepting it.
No, I agree. That's what's so depressing about the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that, like I said, there's just a whole range of emotions from beginning to end once you realize the story and you get the credits and you hear the letter. That makes it.
I remember telling my wife when I was playing it and I beat it, I was I had so much fun playing the most depressing game ever.
Oh, yeah. And not only, and here's the fun part. It's not only a depressing game, but, it's a horrifying game, too.
Yeah.
So, you get all these emotions. Fear, sadness, sorrow, tension. And it's that Silent Hill 2 really combined survival horror with psychological horror in a way that has hardly been replicated. I can't even, I can't think of a game that mixed both elements well. Now, there are games that I would... Oh, shit, this bastard. My throat. There are games who I would say maybe are more, terrifying than Silent Hill, but not more psychological than Silent Hill.
Oh, yeah, sure. There's, oh, God, what was that indie game that won, all the PC awards?
Is it recent, or is it...
It's been a while. Then, oh, God, what's it called? I'll think of it. I'll know it when I don't think of it. But it was essentially a first-person survival, not so much survival horror, but...
are you talking about not Outlast?
No, not Outlast.
Or Amnesia.
Amnesia.
Yeah.
The Darkest Descent.
Yep.
That was freaky.
Yeah.
At first, and then it gets really too much Cthulhu-based, and I'm all right. Because the great thing about the story of Cthulhu is it's a fucking mystery. And it's not even really the whole part of the story of Cthulhu.
Right.
Of that story where Cthulhu's first mentioned, which is the whole ship story or whatever. The Cthulhu mythos is great, but it's tough for me to enjoy it because then you focus too much on the mind suckers or the mind slayers.
Exactly, yeah.
You're just come on, man.
And I feel once you explain answers, you take away them from the mistake.
Oh, shit. What was that show on HBO? Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. Hold on. See, our brains are not working.
No, yeah.
True. No. Maybe just look up Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. I just look at his filmography.
Oh, man. The show's fucking great. God, I cannot remember that show. And it was really good. It was. Why aren't they bringing it up here? Oh my God. Oh. I cannot believe.
What was it about?
So he plays a detective. Woody Harrelson plays a detective with another detective, and they're trying to solve these murders. And it's just really fucking good. But there are hints of a Cthulhu mythos.
I don't think I've heard of that because that sounds really interesting. I would want to watch that.
Yeah, hold on. Television. True Detective.
That's what it was? I mean, I've heard of that show.
It's been a while, but it was out in 2014. It is from episode 1 to the end, you will enjoy the living shit out of it. But Woody plays more of like I wouldn't call him a straight-laced cop, but he's more of like the cop, guy. And Matthew McConaughey is like out there, man.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like shit's going on and he's just out there. But you slowly learn about why he's out there. Mm-hmm. And as you get towards the end, there's these subtleties. And they don't go above board and make it all crazy. You see the big spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
But it kind of opens up into the Cthulhu like mythos. It's really fucking cool.
I never thought, because I saw the show and I thought it was just like a mystery.
Oh, the first season, hands down, awesome. I liked the first season, and I think it was the fourth season, which takes place in it had Jodie Foster in it. It was the fourth season. I enjoyed the fourth season. But yeah, that first season, dude, those two dudes, they just tore it. And it's really good because it takes place at one point in time, then time passes.
And then they jump, yeah.
But they explain the time jump, too, through like an interview kind of thing. Because you're in the time jump. So it's starting at present.
Yeah.
And they're doing like an interview, and they're walking you through the past.
So it's kind of like a recollection of...
Yeah, it's a really good story. It's told really fucking well.
Do you know if it's on Max?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well, now it's HBO Max.
Was it not?
They've changed the name for like the fourth time.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember if it's HBO Max or just Max.
It was like HBO Max, then they changed it to Max, and now it's HBO Max again.
Back to Max.
Yeah.
HBO Max, that's hilarious. But no, I do have that, so I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Oh, dude. Just from the first episode on, like, I never watched it for the longest time. Well, a coworker told me about it. It was like, dude, if you like this show, I can't remember what I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, you should really watch it. I was like, yeah. And then maybe a year or two ago, I had free time. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I think my wife was coaching.
Yeah.
And the dogs were asleep early, and I had like a couple hours to do nothing. And I didn't feel like playing a game. So I was like, well, let me just put on, because I always try to queue stuff.
Yeah.
Like on Netflix, I try to queue recommendations from people. And I was like, well, I'm just going to sit and watch it, turn it on the tele. And before I knew it, I was like, I stopped it on the TV, queued it up on my phone, went downstairs, got the dogs, took the dogs out while having it on my phone, and I'm watching it. And I'm like, this is so good. Because it's good. I won't go into any further details.
No, I love it when it's like they bring up hints of like surrealism, but like they don't explicitly say it.
It hints. He does a really good job hitting like subtlety hints from Matthew McConaughey's character. That maybe he's just a different dude and he sees things very differently.
Yeah.
But it's really cool towards the end, and it's not like, it's good. It's a good, what I took it as, like Cthulhu mythos. And it's not cheesy kind of bullshit. It's good.
Yeah, cause I always saw it as like this serious show. But
in the season 4, it's really good too. Jodie Foster's an amazing actor. She's amazing. Like, I still loved her in Taxi Driver because she was young as hell. Poor girl. But Silence of the Lambs, man, I always go back to her on that, man. I wish she would have done Hannibal, but she didn't. She turned it down.
Goddamn.
I mean, it was just a week or so ago, I sat and I watched Red Dragon. I had the kids out, the dogs out, so I watched Red Dragon with the dogs. We watched Silence of the Lambs, and then we watched Hannibal.
Nice.
Hannibal's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, compared to Silence of the Lambs, you just can't.
And what's so crazy is Hannibal's only in the film for like 15 minutes total.
All right.
But it's screen presence. And the fact that whole time there was actually a window between them, they kept that thing fucking sparkles.
Yeah.
Fucking sparkles, dude, because it always looks like he could just walk right through.
Yeah.
And maybe they took the
actual mirror out during the... So
that's too much work. It's just like, leave the mirror there.
Yeah.
Make it real.
Clean.
Because you want to catch her reflection. You know, to get across subtlety or what's going on. You want to catch his reflection.
Yep.
When he's talking to her, or when she's talking to him. But I just, his character... And in Red Dragon, I thought he did an amazing job, because that was actually done third in the order. It was Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and then Red Dragon with Edward Norton, which I thought Edward Norton did a great job. Yeah. Harvey Keitel did a great. I love Harvey Keitel. He's a great actor, man. My favorite. I love him, one, because Quentin always uses him. He was the general on the phone in Inglourious Basterds.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
At the very end, that's who he was talking to. But I loved him as the wolf in Pulp Fiction, because he shows up real quick, gets the shit done, doesn't mince words, and then he's out.
Chops the body up.
Yeah. See you, ladies.
Yeah.
And he leaves with this like hot girl or whatever she is, and he's like, I'll be there in 15 minutes, and then there's this fucking Ferrari flying. It's like 7 minutes later. 7 minutes later, the wolf.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I wonder who it is. Who else is wearing sunglasses indoors?
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, that this plot right here went right over my head. I'm like, click, 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 click.
Well, you might not even realize it, because it didn't really, aside from the sunglasses, stick out as like, oh, that's Wesker. And they should have had like a line of inner monologues, like, oh, that's Captain or whatever.
Yeah, what's Captain doing in this photo?
And it's totally optional too, so you can totally just skip over it.
Yeah, but here's the $1 million question: why has he got that photo of Rebecca in his desk?
I mean, he likes.
How many times did you have to check his desk to get that?
50, I think.
50?
50 times. Well, here's something I just realized. If you're saying, he has a photo of Rebecca, look at his son Jake is also a redhead.
Oh.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Wesker's got a type.
And yeah, who is? No, I thought people alluded to the female in RE5 was the mom.
RE5? What? Oh, Excella?
Excella.
But she's like Spanish, and her hair is. Well, I mean, I guess hair doesn't really matter.
You never know.
I mean, it could, like, I could totally see Wesker, in that, but
Wesker doesn't seem like the type.
He doesn't seem like the type that would mess around with anyone, period, or have kids.
So, which makes me believe that I don't think Jake actually has a mom. I think he was just a in vitro.
Yeah, like one of the embryo, or like how Wesker himself was a clone of an embryo.
That was such a stupid.
Yeah.
Because that was Revelations 2's big thing was
Walker's
they
confirmed
sister.
Well, here's the thing. I think him being a clone had always been a fan theory, and then they cemented it in that game.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No.
It
ruins Wesker, because it's like he's supposed to be a unique individual character, but now you're saying there's a million of him, or not a million, but there's more of him.
No.
Even though I did like the character Alex Wesker, like I felt like she was pretty good, like well told, but being as Wesker as a Wesker children is just stupid.
Yeah, it's one of those jump the shark moments.
Yeah, no, totally. And I don't know what it is about Revelations 2, but it's kind of a forgettable game for me. Like, I enjoyed playing as Barry. It was cool seeing Claire, but holy shit.
What kind of zombies are these, baby?
These are the vacant zombies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice shot.
Oh!
See, dude, that's why I do the combine.
That's smart. But it's just that I didn't know that if you get caught in the reload animation, you don't reload. Like, you have to go through the full thing for the gun. So this is for saving Jill, which is also optional, but...
You gotta save Jill, man.
Why wouldn't you save Jill? Resident Evil 3 wouldn't exist.
No, it wouldn't.
Actually, one thing I also didn't realize about Resident Evil 1.5 is that originally the story was supposed to end everything there. Like, that was supposed to be it for the
wow.
series. Yeah.
No, Capcom can't let that happen.
Yep. Nope. They ain't wanted that money.
I mean, they saw the sales of this game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's a good thing that it didn't happen like that, because we would have not had every other great Resident Evil game.
No, it had been over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Metal Gear Solid was supposed to be just it. That's it. Nothing more. No more game.
That's crazy to think, considering how...
Sons of Liberty. It's supposed to be it. No more.
Well, I guess technically in a way that did kind of like almost wrap up like Solid Snake's story, but then you went back and you had Big Boss's arc at the beginning, which was critical because, I don't know, for me, like I said, I like the Big Boss games a little more than the Solid Snake. Maybe not as a character, but like the games themselves.
Big Boss got the ability to come in games when Kojima knew the technology.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3 is a beautiful game. Beautiful game.
Oh, yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 4. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like the icing to Snake. And if I'm Kojima, it's like, I can't tell another Solid Snake story.
Exactly, yeah.
Because if I make one between Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4 storyline, I never talked about it in 4, so this is going to be really weird.
So then, yeah, it's just like a whole thing that's never brought up.
Yeah, never brought up. Or I've only talked about Big Boss up until he, air quote, defected and left.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell more of his story.
All right. Which that made a lot more sense, because you have an entire background, entire previous...
And then, let me give you a reason to hate Big Boss and the Pain of Pain. Because when that story was told and it was done and it was over, I was like, what an ass.
Here's the thing, though, like, can you blame him after being betrayed by Zero and after being betrayed by everyone? Can you blame him for kind of doing what he did?
Yes and no. Because the reason why he left the Patriots is because of what Zero did with the Les Enfants Terribles project. That was like him saying, I'm done, I'm out. That was in 73. He stands up his own military force in 74.
Yeah.
And then that's when the battle began between him and Zero, where he wanted to just get away and do his own thing.
Right.
Essentially just be a mercenary for hire, because that's all he's good at.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Zero was trying to do things to get him back. I mean, it was almost like a love story at times.
It was that conflict, like, you know, I've had this history with this person, you know, and, you know, in a way there's still that mutual caring, but it's like, are you gonna go back to what you know is bullshit?
No, I mean, and then the whole time you had Ocelot pulling strings in the background.
That is hilarious. Like, literally to the last cutscene, it's like, oh, there's literally in the background.
Yeah. Well, I screwed it up in my Metal Gear Solid Delta. I kept calling it the Fox unit, but I meant to say it was the Patriots.
Yeah.
That it was Zero, Sigget, Paramedic, Boss, the Big Boss. Well, Boss was the founding Patriot. Then she got replaced by Big Boss and Ocelot. Like, those are the Patriots. Ocelot was working for the Patriots this whole time while trying to dismantle the Patriots this whole time. And he used nanomachines to act like he was Liquid.
That's crazy.
So the whole arm scene was bullshit.
When he lost his arm, yeah.
No, when he's like, the arm's like controlling him.
Oh.
And Metal Gear Solid 2, he's like, oh, my arm.
Oh, yeah.
And then he changes his, there's Rebecca. Rebecca Chambers. And then he changes his voice to sound, they use the same voice actor for Liquid, for Metal Gear Solid to do it in Metal Gear Solid 2. For just that one scene before he steals Ray.
Wow, yeah.
You know, we're sons of the boss no more. You know? Brother. And then they never use it again, and then they retconned it and forcing, they're just nanomachines.
Yeah.
He used psychotherapy to make himself be someone that he really wasn't.
Yeah, that was a little...
It was pretty nutty.
It was totally nutty, but it was... I think it worked, though. Like, in the world of Metal Gear...
It worked until, for some reason, and don't get me wrong, I like Ocelot and the Phantom Pain. I love the character. But that southern drawl you had made no sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the obvious reason is, okay, the new voice actor went out, but...
Yeah.
But, like... But even Venom... Well, I mean, Venom makes sense because he's a different character, having a different voice actor. But didn't they... For the scenes that the actual Big Boss was there, didn't they still have the new Kiefer Sutherland as...
So Kiefer was Big Boss and Venom Boss for both games. But what they did was, Venom has a line, he's the medic. All they did was modulate his voice. Okay. So you don't necessarily pick up on it's Kiefer Sutherland's voice until you play the game again after you beat the Phantom Pain.
Oh, that kind of sounds...
That's his fucking voice.
That's awesome. That is like just those little things of that.
But the reason why I think Kiefer makes sense is you're essentially reliving what's being told to you anyway through the idea, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, so in his head, he is boss. He's Big Boss.
Well, that Big Boss sounds like him.
Right.
So, again, this is a guy who's gone through a huge traumatic brain injury deal. So, having Kiefer voice both sides of the house makes total sense to me.
No, total, absolutely. Like, 100%. I thought it was interesting to have both David Hayter as Big Boss and Solid Snake.
Oh, yeah. Well, there again, when people got mad that Kiefer did both voices, I was like, why?
Because
Big Boss was David Hayter.
Yeah.
Solid Snake was David Hayter.
Right.
What's the problem here?
No,
and then Richard O'Doyle, who I think was the voice of Solidus Snake, was the voice of Big Boss. Because Solidus was the perfect form of Liquid and Solid.
Yeah.
Which made him, air quote, the perfect form.
Without the recessive genes.
Without the recessive genes to be the next Big Boss. So why wouldn't you get the voice actor that did Solidus Snake to be Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 4?
Exactly.
I think it's Richard O'Doyle.
They all came from...
Yeah.
They originated from Big Boss as a project experiment.
And Solidus, he was the president, George Shears.
Yeah.
God, my memory serves quite better than I thought it would.
Oh, no,
So this is what I hate, right, about doing these playthroughs.
Yeah.
I love doing them. But, like, your memory is hard to recollect because you're focusing on the game.
Exactly, yeah.
Trying to think of your next steps. And, like, when I'm not playing, I can sit here and shoot the shit with you and relive it. But it's like, God, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why it's always, like, when you're focusing on the game, it's hard to kind of have a dialogue. But, like, if it's a smooth game like this where it's like at least for me, I can kind of passively play it and get through it. Like I can still more or less.
I love the way that he looks in the PS1.
The Tyrant?
Yeah.
He's pretty imposing there.
Just the super white skin.
The white skin with the heart, like the contrast on the red.
And that black charred. Oh no.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What did you think was going to happen?
Now, what happened? I love all the blood. But what's so funny is, okay, in the OG, he's laying on the floor. But in Stories Retold, he's up against the wall. He gets thrown.
Oh, yeah, that's in the remake.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I think the canon ending is, I believe it's the Jill one where Barry's with her. And, like, technically in that one, the Tyrant doesn't even kill him. He just smacks him.
Yeah, smacks him and air quote knocks him out.
Exactly. So, like, he was never dead, which ruins the episode.
So then is Jill canon?
That's the thing. It's like, for the first Resident Evil game, like, they say, and they do the cop-out answer, like, oh, it's just a mixture of both. They say a mixture of both stories are canon, even though they only show, you only play through one, like, as a single game.
Because it's not like...
Because technically, Rebecca and Barry are both alive. And
you might want to do a combine.
I like living on the edge.
Alright, man. Tyrant don't fuck around.
Well, this Tyrant is too easy. That's the thing. Like, see, he's already dead.
Oh, yeah. I remember the slow motion.
Yeah, he slows down time, frame rate drops, and like he's dead.
He's dead, yeah!
So I don't know if the Tyrant being so much of a joke of a boss, at least this form, was intentional because Wesker's like, oh, this is the ultimate weapon, you kill him, or they just bad design.
Probably bad design, or probably running out of time.
Yeah, that too. But the final Tyrant boss is good because he's fast.
Dude, the one thing I loved about Resident Evil 2, the true remake, was Birkin's metamorphosis.
Oh my god, yeah.
Those were so good designing, especially when you're on the train leaving.
Oh my gosh,
and
that last one where he's all like his
disgusting.
Body form has taken over the train and his tentacles are coming out.
Ugh, so nasty.
Even like his previous forms, they look like horrific. Like when his head is being pushed into like his shoulder.
Yep.
And it looks painful. Like he looks like a man in pain.
Yeah.
In the remake.
I just love they still captured the eyeball.
Yep, the eyeball. The eyeball is critical.
Man. Yeah, it is. There's like there's certain things you just don't mess with.
Exactly.
And the eyeball, the shoulder eyeball, you leave that alone.
Well, I love it how they retroactively put that on Lisa Trevor also because she's using a variant of the same virus.
Yep. Making her air quote unkillable. Even though you push her down, she falls.
Or she jumps on her own.
Jumps on her own.
You can shoot her, but like I think you're supposed to knock down the stone so she can jump. But then it's like, what head does she blow up in the... Actually, if you take Umbrella... I don't know if Umbrella Chronicles is canon or not. It's the Wii game where you're using a light gun.
Yeah, it's the rail
shooter. Yep. But in Wesker's story, when he gets revived, she's still alive in the main.
Yeah, you fight her again.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know if that's the official like account, but it just kind of...
Dude, there are more Resident Evil games and spin-off Resident Evil games than... what are there, like 27 to 30 Resident Evil installment games?
A lot. There's a lot. Too much to count on one figure. So here's the question I was kind of thinking. Is Resident Evil officially the game series with the most remakes?
4 is.
No, I'm saying Resident Evil in general as a series have the most remakes out of any other game franchise.
It has to be.
That's what I gotta say, because they remade 4, they remade 1, 2, and 3. Like, so four games in of itself is like enough to like pass any other game.
I mean, yeah, dude. If Capcom could, they would do a port of Resident Evil 4 for your Apple Watch.
Yeah.
No, we shouldn't say remake. We should say ported the most.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4 is definitely the most ported. But in terms of just the overall series having remakes of games, I can't think of another game series. Maybe Final Fantasy is coming close, but
no. I mean, they've only done Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. It's the same game. Oh, okay. It's a trilogy of one game.
Yeah, then I can't think of another game that has had as many remakes. No. But I mean, I think that kind of says something about how successful Resident Evil was.
And how long we had to wait. And you and I both texted each other.
For Resident Evil 2 remake.
All it was a sign in the background.
Yep.
And a guy talking like it looked like a kid excited.
And it was like, yeah, you thought it was like a hoax because it was like, look, fan-made.
No, and then what? 6 months later, here's the release date.
Yeah. was like, holy shit, it's happening. It's happening.
And then, just when you're excited about RE2 and
you get RE3.
They're like, hey, by the way, in a year, you're going to have Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
And then you get RE3, and there's like, oh, there's rumors. There's rumors. Oh, by the way, we got Resident Evil 7, which was awesome. I played that in fucking VR.
It's kind of crazy to think that the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake came out after 7 but before 8.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like, you would think they would either come all before or all after, but like they came in between.
And we got 8, which was fun as shit.
Yeah.
And then we got 4.
Oh my god! And 4
it was like a left right of happy punches.
Oh my god! Well, I think ever since 7, Capcom has been on a really good Resident Evil streak.
7,
like, they've nailed it. They knocked it out of the park. Since
I
7.
played all of 7, and because I remember I texted you, I was like, I played it all in 3D.
Oh yeah, the VR.
In VR, and you're like, oh, I thought it was just at certain spots. I'm like, no, dude, the whole fucking game.
That is crazy. Yeah, I still want to get a whatever you need, whether it's PS.
So I've got the PSVR 2. You can play Resident Evil 8 in VR.
Oh, so VR is the whole game too.
And you can
8.
play Resident Evil 4 in all VR.
The remake or the original?
RE4 remake.
Wow.
In all VR. I still have my PS4 with the original VR. You can play. I have the Five Nights at Freddy's VR, which is fucking stellar fun.
Oh yeah.
And playing Resident Evil 7 all in VR. It was. It took me double the length. If I just would have played it on screen, playing it in VR, it took me double.
So would you say you enjoyed it more in VR?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Like I enjoyed 8 more in VR than I did just regular. Like
that's interesting.
And if I had known that I could be able, like I think it got patched in later, but if I had known I could just jump right into Resident Evil 4 in VR, I would have played it in VR first.
Wow.
Just for the immersion.
Yeah.
Because 7 was awesome because, like I think I've told you this, but here's the door wall, and you could poke your head out and look.
Are you serious?
And then move your head back in.
Wow.
It was like there was a part, I think it was Batman VR, where I got vertigo.
I would think like you would get like motion sickness or dizzy or whatever.
Like
just
you're in this tall top building, right? And you could just look down, and I was like, oh shit! Like, whoa, this takes me a minute. The only problem with VR is anybody who gets one or wants to, get one, take it slowly. Like, play it for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Take a break. The next day, play it for 40 minutes. Take a break. Do not go more than like an hour playing that, because you will. One, your eyes, it takes time to readjust.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I think the longest I went was, well, maybe the new VR is better on the eyes, but the PSVR, the first one on the PS4, I made the mistake of doing. I was playing. I think it was like FNAF for like an hour and a half. The VR.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Or for almost 2.5 hours or some shit. I was having too much fun, scaring the shit out of myself. And then I took the shades off. My room was dark, and then like as time progressed, my head and my eyes started killing me, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, I can see that being my biggest concern is like spatially you're not aware, so you might like knock into something or like knock something over.
So the new PSVR is freaking cool as shit. You literally just sit down. It says, okay, start looking at your room, and then like sends pulsations, infrared, to see where all the shit is in your room.
Like real life objects?
Yeah, you can start to see things. You'll start to see things. You'll start to see things.
Wow.
So it's trying to pick up where you are. So for like when I'm playing VR, I'm usually all the way in the back, and I'm just sitting in my chair like this. And I've got my headset on. I lock my chair, and then I don't move. I play the game. The only thing I make sure to move is just my head, my neck. Because if like you start doing this shit, you have to hit a button to redirect your camera, and it becomes a headache. I learned that playing Resident Evil 7 on how to keep your shit straight so you can have the most fun.
No, yeah, that's.
And and you just want to make sure like that you're at the proper like good level so the screen's just perfect for you. And,
oh yeah, no, for sure.
But it's to me for what it cost and the amount of fun I've gotten out of both of them, totally fucking worth it. There's not a lot of games. I get that, but we were talking about earlier. Like,
I think the games they have are worth like
absolutely
ones that they do.
RE4 in VR is fun as shit. RE8 in VR is fun as shit. The FNAF games in VR are fun as shit.
It's not scary as shit.
Yeah, it's just fun stuff, man. And my thing is too, especially when I play a game the first time, and even the second time, and sometimes the third, fourth, fifth, 10th time. Unless I'm trying to speedrun Metal Gear Solid, I'm not speedrunning.
Right.
You know, I'm sitting back.
You're enjoying it. You're just
like
casually.
what you and I are doing right now.
Exactly, yeah.
We're literally having a conversation, and we're just having fun with the game. I love that animation, by the way.
No, this guy gets pretty intense.
But you're just casually playing at a, obviously at an increased speed. But, sometimes I just like to sit back and take a couple seconds and just enjoy the scenery, and like, oh man, I remember this thing happening to me.
That's how I am with games. Like, I hardly, well, maybe some games that I'm really into, I'll try to, like, speed run it or, like, do a clean run. But, like, I'll take, when a game takes, like, normally 5 hours to beat, I'll spend, like, 10 hours on it, just taking everything in, reading the files, walking instead of running.
And then you have those moments, too, where you forgot.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like,
no,
shit.
totally.
Like, how many damn times do I have to play this game and I forget?
I love those. Like, I'd rather have those. Because then it makes it fresh. Like, oh shit, where's the key? Or where's this shit?
Yeah, or oh god, I forgot the riddle.
Exactly, or the puzzles.
Yeah, I forgot the puzzle. Oh god, what do I do now? There it is, baby.
I forgot in arrange mode they give you a very tight timer. Oh shit, and he's about to charge and I might die. Oh, this is literally gonna be a photo finish.
Oh no. Rewind.
Well, see. This is really gonna... Oh, I'm not dead though. That hit might have killed me.
That's well, we just got our photo finish.
Hell yeah. Like, I think if you paused it frame by frame, if that claw attack would have hit, that would have been it.
His mouth's still moving though.
You can never tell, like, is that his head?
Yeah, it looks like his head. Look,
oh yeah, it is moving, yeah. His jaws. I wonder if that's an Amish, like, Evil Dead, when, like, they decapitate him.
That or he's, yeah.
Or just bad coding.
Because he's the prototype for
Mr. X.
Mr. X, who's the prototype for Nemesis. Well, easy there on the chopper, man. Don't wreck it before you get me out of here.
For real. Can you imagine all that? They survive all this, and then Brad freaking crashes.
Oh, dude. I love how it says police on it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Just police, yeah. Not even, like, special. This explosion always hilarious.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Over a...
Why don't they start playing some, like, old school Michael Bolton 80s music?
Oh, no, totally. I mean, you kind of got a little bit here.
Man. That's so weird. That's creepy to me that he looks at her as she's sleeping. He's like,
she's smiling. He's smiling. Yeah.
Like,
the whole presentation of this game was just weird.
But it was cool.
Oh no. Well, yeah.
In 96, 97.
You see, it's cool if this was the first one you played. Me, I had played like 2, 3, all of them, and then I played Remake first before this. So I go back and I'm like, I enjoyed it for what it was, but I'm like, oh my god, this is
poor soul.
You know, it was enjoyable.
Oh, this music is terrible.
Yeah, they use a different song in the They use a cool song in the Japanese version, like a Japanese pop song.
Yeah, but what was that scene where he's like? Well, we didn't get that cutscene.
Which one?
Where he's like, he looks back at Wesker, he does this little arm movement and walks off. Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there was a scene for that.
You know what? There is a cutscene that we kind of missed.
Oh.
It's if once you take control of your character, if you go back into the main hall, there's a little dialogue between...
If you go out and go... So when's that? When do you get control of Rebecca?
Depending on your actions, if Richard is alive and you have her come with you to the guardhouse, if Chris will get grabbed by the plant and she has to make the chemical.
Wow.
Yeah. No, there's, like I said, just those little things. There's so many different possible, like, little details you can get.
Holy...
Yeah. That's why, like, when I saw this for the first time, I'm like, wait, there's a part where you can play as Rebecca? And yeah, normally, because you can also meet her in the save room, which that changes everything, and then you have a choice of either bringing her with you or having her stay put.
Yeah.
And if you choose bring her with you, you can control her at certain parts.
Dude.
But yeah, but she's, if you want to talk about health, like, if you think Jill's bad, she's worse.
Oh, I believe it.
She, like, dies if
So she seems like one of those, like, what do you call those? Like, Easter egg kind of moments.
No, totally.
Like, oh, you want to play her? Sure, but it's going to be
exactly. Yeah. But see, here's the thing: you get to play as Rebecca, but you never get to play as Barry. No matter what in this one. Yeah.
So when's that scene?
That's if Jill rescues Chris.
Oh, okay.
Or it also changes if you visit Jill's jail cell before the triggering system goes off and her door's unlocked.
Oh, okay.
So there's just so many differences.
Well, there it is.
First Resident Evil down.
Period. Oh.
And let's see what grade we got.
Total time 4.5 hours. Only 5 saves. Thank you, Rewind.
Rewind helped us out. But I think 5 hours though, you might get a special weapon.
Let's see.
and you completely close the case because you saved everyone.
What a tough guy.
He's a tough dude sitting on his balcony.
You closed this case completely.
Let's see.
So that's what's funny. So we close this case, like, let's think canon. The city looks fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. And then, like, not even a month later, it all goes to shit.
Yeah. That's the interesting part of... Like, I kind of like that arc of Raccoon City where it's in between the first 2 games. Where it's like, all right, everything's normal, but there's these things that are happening that are kind of causing an issue.
Yeah, what did we get here? We didn't get a grade.
I don't think they grade you in the first one. I think that's in the second one on. But we didn't get the special weapon.
God, yeah. All right,
I think you have to beat it 3 hours.
Well, this is Resident Evil 1, period, done on Let's Go Gaming. Brought to you by Sal's playing, not mine. Just me.
Well, you got to the first hour.
Yeah, first hour and a half.
You were the opener.
I was the opener. So cool. Until the next one, thank you. See you later.